But it's a good time in Trackmania. It's a big event coming up just around the corner. Also an event that I hoped would be offline, but once again, ZrT had to host this edition online. This is the time for the first time in a trio format. And I have to be honest, I'm really surprised once I saw your trio, and I hope that other pro players would follow that example after I think you were pretty much the first guys to announce it, but the other people, they stack up their lineup. But meanwhile, it's you, it's Bren, arguably the two most, let's say, decorated players at this cup. And then you have a French streamer, Kenny, who doesn't play Trackmania competitive. So tell
Yeah.
people, why did you think about including a guy who is not a competitive player, who is not on a level, let's say, a Gwen, Papu, or Rel?
So there are a lot of reasons behind that pick. At the start, it was supposed to be Bren, myself, and Gwen,
Hmm.
but like we I don't want to be cocky, but I really think if we had that team and if we all no life for the cup, it would have been a no match,
Hmm.
and I think it would have been boring. So what we did is we just took a friend, a streamer that is good at the game, not insane. He'll get crushed by the pro players, but he's really decent, and we'll just play it for fun.
Hmm.
And like there are a lot of reasons behind that choice because it's online first. It's 3v3. For us, the win doesn't mean much since it's a 3v3. It's not as prestigious as winning a solo event or even a 2v2.
Hmm.
And the cash price is low because it's a ZrT Cup and it's a show more than a competition. And there were a few reasons that I won't tell, obviously, but like some of the are the main ones. And yeah, we'll just play it for fun. And after the World Cup, well, I'm really tired first because I really train hard for the World Cup and I just want to chill a bit. But I do chill in my streaming. I train on stream to chill with my viewers and nothing more. I don't train offline like I should do, and I just want to have fun this
Hmm.
cup, and we don't aim the win.
So it's safe to say that the CarlJr at a normal ZrT is not gonna happen now. You're not gonna train so hard like you did in
Um,
2019,
I
2018, etc.
I train a lot
Mm.
still because I stream a lot. Like I do all my training on stream, but it's not as effective as offline stream, like offline training. Sorry.
Mm.
So usually what I do is I train a lot with Bren, even if it's in solo, because we complete each other well, and so we stream a lot. Then one day, like I say 3 days a week, we do offline training, and we check what is good and what is bad about the inputs that we're doing. And this year we won't do that at all. We'll just play on stream and we'll try to we'll try to go as far as possible in the tournament, but we didn't try hard those lines. Like everything we do on stream, it's our lines.
Mm.
We don't hide anything. We'll just go like that.
Mm. I remember the first interview I did with ZeratoR. It was after a 2v2 cup, and I asked him about why he made a decision to do it, because then you had the consequence of you partnering with Bren, and people saw that as a complete. It was like a overpowered team, even though it was a close final in the end. But have we talked to you about the 3v3 format before, like it did with the 2v2 format, or was this basically a surprise for you as well?
Oh, it's definitely a surprise. I didn't even know there was a Team Cup, and I learned it like 2 hours after the announce because I was not watching the final stream on the Zealand. So I was as surprised as everybody, and I actually never expected a 3v3.
Hmm.
Like if somebody asked me that like 6 months ago, I would say like you're lying, man. It's impossible. But it is, and yeah, the finals will be super close. Even though I don't think there are a lot of strong teams
Hmm.
to challenge the big Gwen Orel Papu one. So, but I hope it won't be a no match. And how the format is, I think there will be like 6 finalists together.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. But yeah,
Hmm.
I think there are maximum 4 big teams in this tournament.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna make a tier list out of these three or three-man's teams. Can you help me out if you are to say who is, of course, the winning candidate? You already mentioned it, but if you are to mention some other teams besides Gwen, Orel, and Papu, and where should we
Yeah.
place CarlJr, Bren and Kenny?
Okay, all right. So our objective is, well, at least mine. I don't know about Kenny or Bren, but I think mine is to do well in the quarterfinals. So if we reach the semifinal, I think it would be huge as fuck. Like to reach top 9. I don't think it's doable, but we'll give our best. But my goal is to do the best in the quarterfinal. So that's it. I place myself between top 9 and top 81, but more close to the top 9, obviously. And I think the best team to give Gwen's team some stress is Glass, Dofo, and Snow. And I think they are the one who can maybe challenge them in the end with Bing's team.
Someone commented on my Twitter once it was announced that now it's clear that the ZeratoR Cup is more of a show rather than maybe an esport tournament. Do you think that this event will be more of a show rather than an esport tournament? Because if we are to go back to the solo cups you have won, it's both. It's not like only a show. It's still one of the most prestigious tournaments in Trackmania.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's one of the most prestigious tournaments because it's hard to win. But it's a show. Like it has always been a show, and it will always be. That's why the cash price is low. And Zera knows it. It's a show, man. It needs, like, we want to have fun. But since everybody try hards, now it's really hard to win, and that's why the tournament becomes a prestige.
Final question for me. Now we saw Ubisoft on there at least giving some sort of statement about this cheating scandal that has been overshadowing is maybe the wrong word, but at least affecting our community. Can you tell people how much of this do you have to deal with? I see Massa saying that streamers get constantly asked about what do you think, what should the consequences be, do you think Riolo will play in the next season? How much have you followed and how much are you impacted by this?
Yeah, I followed everything. I didn't know, like, I didn't expect anything at all before it went live. I didn't even know you could cheat in this game. Like, well, to do like not obvious cheats. So I was really surprised, and well, I really hate cheaters. So I don't think they should be allowed to keep playing at least. And yeah, I believe a statement from Nadio would have been good, and a statement from TMGL would have been good to clear what will be the last spot in TMGL. We need to know ASAP, and I think they should do a statement, yeah.
Because at the moment, if you are a casual fan and you haven't even seen that, you know that Riolo is accused pretty hard of cheating, but you still haven't seen that he is out of Trackmania Grand League. There still hasn't been an official statement that Riolo could probably have played open qualifier, at least from an official standpoint. Maybe something else is said behind the doors, but do you think that this should be more publicly communicated, that we have made this statement, we have done these decisions to more clarify a situation that many people are surprised and confused by?
Well, I think they want to protect their players, even if they cheated. Like, because if they do public statement, there will be, and they didn't say they cheated. So I think they let the chance to the players to come forward before they do. But it's been a long time, and I hope we'll have something clear, at least for TMGL, because it's the huge Division 1 of Trackmania. So people follow that now, and it's getting more professional, and I think we need to know, yeah.
Well, it's been now over 20 minutes. It's too much fun talking with you, even though now the last months it's been a lot of interviews with you. So I just want to once again say congratulations on winning a world title. I hope next year you will have a chance to win it for a fifth time. Not because I'm such a fan of you, but I want to see the World Cup again. And then maybe we can have a surprise of the year in you and Bren carrying Kenny to lift the trophy in the ZrT Trackmania Cup 2021. It's possible.
Don't get the hypes up.
It's gonna be finalist fiesta, and Kenny is gonna pull it off on some of the matches. It's gonna be a
well,
finalist
if you
fiesta.
believe in Kenny, Kenny, I believe in Kenny. So lucky we'll win the ZrT Cup.
Oh, there you have it. It's not the best player who's gonna win. It's Kenny who's gonna win. There we have it.
There you go. Thanks for having me, Eirik.
Thanks, man. See ya.